In 1900, the Flannan Isles, a remote cluster of islands off the coast of Scotland, became the center of one of the most bizarre disappearances in history. On a small island called Moor, a lighthouse stood tall, guiding ships safely through the treacherous waters surrounding the islands. But in December of that year, the lighthouse went dark, and 3 men disappeared without a trace. At the heart of this strange disappearance were 3 lighthouse keepers: James Duckett, the head keeper; Thomas Marshall, the assistant keeper; and Donald MacArthur, the relief keeper. Their job was simple: maintain the lighthouse, ensuring it was always lit to guide ships through dangerous waters. The lighthouse had been operating for a year, but December 15, 1900, brought an unsettling event. The steamer SS Arctur, on its way to Edinburgh, sailed past the Flannan Isles. The captain noticed something strange: there was no light coming from the lighthouse. The crew thought it was an isolated incident, but when another ship, the Hesperus, tried to dock at the island days later, it also found the lighthouse dark and the island eerily silent. Captain James Harvey of the Hesperus was the first to realize something was seriously wrong. On December 26th, he sent a small crew to investigate. As they approached the lighthouse, they noticed strange signs: no flag was flying, no supply boxes were waiting at the dock, and no one was there to greet them. Joseph Moore, a lighthouse keeper returning from his time off, was the first to investigate. As he made his way up the rocky shore, everything seemed out of place. The lighthouse door was locked, and inside, the heating system was off. The men's personal belongings were left behind. There were no signs of the keepers anywhere. As Moore searched the island, he found a disturbing clue. The western dock, usually calm and orderly, had been severely damaged. The mooring ropes were scattered across the rocks, and part of the iron railing was broken. The life buoy, typically attached to a post, was missing. Was this a sign that a powerful wave had struck the island, possibly sweeping the men into the sea? Theories began to emerge. Some believed the keepers had been washed away by a giant wave. Others speculated the men had fallen victim to a strange accident. But there was something odd: MacArthur's coat was still hanging in the lighthouse, even though it was known that he never left without it. After conducting a full search, no bodies were found. There was no sign of violence or foul play, yet the men had vanished without a trace. The last recorded entry in the lighthouse logbook spoke of strange weather and a feeling of unease among the keepers. Over the years, many theories have emerged to explain the disappearance. Some say the keepers were driven mad by the isolation and harsh conditions of the island. Others suggest they were swept away by a freak wave. And there are those who even propose supernatural explanations: curses, ghostly apparitions, or strange phenomena linked to the islands. But despite all the theories, the mystery remains unsolved. The bodies of the 3 men were never found, and the strange events at the lighthouse continue to haunt the Flannan Isles to this day. Today, the Flannan Isles remain a site of intrigue and mystery. The lighthouse still stands, a silent sentinel over the rocky shores. And while the disappearance of the 3 keepers may never be fully explained, their story serves as a haunting reminder of the unpredictable forces of nature and the mysteries that still lurk in the world's forgotten corners.